Okay, anybody need a camel? How about a CUMULUS? Maybe that's not how you pronounce this. I don't know. Ball bearings. I love ball bearing knives. Aluminum handles. That's great. Um, and I think I'm going to like that blade, but we will find out. 7.5 inch folding knife. This is another variant that Walmart has out there this Christmas season. Uh, I say Cumulus. I guess this would be Cumulus. And they probably did that because who is that case that has the Camulus knife? It's a 2 blade, I think, or a 3 blade. I don't remember. But anyway, Cumulus. 3.25 inch stainless steel blade, aluminum handles. So pretty cool. Looks like it is a, hold on, let's see here. A frame lock knife. Let's get that out. Oh yeah. Okay. Look, this. Okay. Well, let's talk about that blade in just a minute. So it's a frame lock, which is kind of cool. It's got a stop so that you don't push that out too far. That's kind of nice. I think that's pretty cool. I really do. Looks like you have, that looks like a ceramic detent ball, but maybe not. It may not be ceramic, but it does look like a ceramic detent ball. Very first impressions, it looks like a 940 blade. It does. That looks like a 940. Really does. Sure does. The knife is very, very slim. It's very thin. The scales, either the handle on either side, that is very thin. The clip is a medium heavy. I think that'd be a good robust clip. The handle is got a lot of geometry to it. It's just small and narrow. It's so thin that the handle gives you a cheapy feeling. It just makes it feel cheap. It really does, because of how thin that handle is. Um, I don't think that's too bad. I mean, there's no jimping anywhere on it. With the lockup, this would be a knife that you could stick in your shirt pocket. Really, it's not a lot of weight to it. It's pretty light, and it's real thin, so I don't think it would bother you much. Again, I like that orange contrast to the handle color, being aluminum handles. I think it would be a solid knife. I don't think it would be comfortable to use in a heavy environment because of how thin the handle is. I think I just did the push button. Let's try that again. Nope. Let's try it again. Yeah, push button. And of course, I mean, if you can't do a light switch on it, it ain't worth having. But light switch, and then there's no way that this can be flicked. No, there's no blade I can get onto to flick that. So I would not call this smooth. It doesn't feel smooth. Now, once I oil those bearings, it may feel smoother. Shoot. I'm trying to not open it so I can just feel how the blade feels. If that makes sense. Maybe it doesn't make sense, but it just feels kind of gritty. It feels like, it's I don't know. It just feels like this not machined well, and when you are smooth, and whenever it's rotating on those bearings, that the bearings are running on an uneven surface, if that makes sense. So, I mean, I like the blade. I like that long, slender looking 940 style blade. I think that is cool. Um, and I mean, it looks like a 940 blade in every way, in my opinion, just kind of maybe not perfectly, it might not be wide enough to be a real one, but real dimensionally 940 blade, and I'm referring to a Benchmade 940. Um, it just the thinness. They should have more. They really need more thickness to this, or the thinness of the knife. I mean, that ain't even a half inch. More if you include the clip, but just the handles itself. That's not even half inch. And then this way, it's just maybe 5/8 of an inch. It's not even a full inch this way. Maybe 7/8 at most. 15/16 probably right here in width. So it feels like a cheap knife, and it is a cheap knife. Are there better ones? Yes. This saving grace is the blade. I like the length of that blade. It just looks longer. It's slim. It is a hollow ground blade. Again, it is coated. I like coated blades, especially when the coating lasts. The edge, I don't feel any rolls. Maybe a little bit at the very beginning, just slightly rolled at the very beginning. No up and down, and no real side to side. But these are so thin that it almost feels flexible. I don't think it is flexing. I can barely push them in. But someone with big, pudgy hands like mine, then it doesn't feel like you have something solid in your hands to work with if you had to go jugging or cutting or whacking or whatever with it. You just don't have enough in your hands. Do I recommend it? Yeah, I think it would. I think this would be a lot to offer for a lot of people for different purposes. Would I carry it EDC? No, I wouldn't carry this knife EDC. Not even in a shirt pocket or whatever. If it's the only knife I had, I'd carry it. If it's the only one I get a hold of, I'd carry it. But it wouldn't be my choice if it was next to this one. I would definitely pick this one over it because there's more in my hand to hold on to. I feel like I'm in better control here than with this right here. It's like the handles are an afterthought after that blade. I mean, they could have made so much more into this handle with that cool blade. I like that blade. Even though it is a shallow hollow grind, just giving more to this handle. And I'll be honest with you. I mean, leave it like this. Don't chamfer these edges down and cut it out and do a polypropylene insert into the side of the blade over here. Even if you just did it on this side over here. Now, there's not a whole lot you can do, especially when you've got a frame lock like this. Because this is going to do the lock, and you can't really do a whole lot more on this side over here. You can reverse it, but I would never want to reverse the pocket clip on a frame lock knife. Just get one that's actually built in reverse. I think it's a really good addition to have the stop built onto your pivot screw. So you don't overextend that right there. So apparently in their testing, they realized that they may have had issues with people breaking this lock off, pushing it too hard. So maybe that's what their QC come up with. I don't think it's bad. I think it's fine. So there are improvements that I would make to this knife. Would I want to carry this knife if knowing what I know about having this knife in my hand and playing with it? Would I buy it? Well, of course I bought it, but would I buy it? No, I wouldn't. Do I recommend you buying it? Sure, check it out, man. I mean, just see what's what. Kind of look at it real close. You can get an idea how thin the blade is, the handle is, even in the package, and that'll give you an idea. Do you really want this knife? Like I said, I would. I'll keep the knife because of the blade. The blade's nice. But if I see them make a better handle with this blade, then I'll have to buy that to check it out because I like that blade. I think that would be that long, slender blade like that, especially with the meat. You know, it's not a just super thin blade. It's not super thick. It's not as thick as what you got here, in my opinion. And I ain't bothering to put calipers and stuff on all this. But everything's fine. It's just the handle's too thin. Thicken that handle up with that blade, and I'll be saying you need to grab that knife. This one, you got better options on the same rack. Go for that. Uh, but regardless, with this one right here, if you like a thin knife, then this is the knife for you, and I definitely recommend you get it. Now, is this something you want for your collection? I don't know. Probably just because so you can have all those trail knives. But is this something I would carry? No. Is this something you would carry? I don't know. Maybe. Try it out and just see. For less than $8, you're not going to hurt yourself to try this knife out. It opens good, but not smooth. It's on bearings, so you ain't gonna have a problem getting it open. But if it had a thumb stud where I could at least flick it or do something, there's zero fidget factor. You just got a knife you're going to open, you're going to use, and you can put it back up. You don't have no fidgeting here. And that thin handle is a negative for me because I have fat, pudgy hands. Long, I can't, and to be honest with you, I can't imagine somebody with long, slender fingers. This knife would just disappear in their hands. So, do I recommend it? I think it's worth buying for the right people that would like a thin knife. But at the same time, would I recommend that just anybody buy it? No. Better options on the same display. But it is a aluminum handle knife. It's a frame lock knife. It's got some redeeming features. The blade is amazing, I think, in Ozark Trail world. And so, yeah, I do give it a thumbs up. I don't necessarily recommend it except in specific purposes, but I do give it a thumbs up. So I appreciate you spending this time with me, and I enjoy spending time with you. I thank you, and I will see you next time. Your time is very important to me, and I thank you for spending it here with me. Thanks, and God bless.